Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Practice Lab, the podcast where we make confusing grammar actually make sense. I'm John.
And I'm Sarah. And today we are tackling one of the most asked about topics in our comments section. You guys have been asking about this for months, so here we are.
We're talking about three little words: be, been, and being. Three words that come from the same verb, but work in completely different ways. And if you've ever stopped mid-sentence and thought, wait, do I say I have been or I am being? Today's episode is going to clear that up for you.
Absolutely. And we're going to keep it super practical. Real examples, real conversations, no complicated jargon. By the end of this episode, you'll know exactly which form to use and why.
And at the end, we have a quick 5-question challenge. So stay with us till the end and test yourself. Let's get into it.
Okay, John, let's start from the very beginning, because I think a lot of learners get confused because they treat be, been, and being as three separate mysterious words, but they're not mysterious at all.
Exactly. They all come from the same verb, the verb to be. It's the most common verb in the English language, and like most verbs, it has different forms depending on how you use it.
Think about a verb you already know, like write. You have write, wrote, written, writing. Those are the 4 main forms of a verb.
Now let's do the same thing with to be.
So be is the base form. Was and were are the past simple. And yes, there are 2 because English likes to keep things interesting. Been is the past participle, and being is the present participle, or the ing form.
Now, there's also the present tense, am, is, are. So technically, to be has more forms than most other verbs, but we're focusing today on be, been, and being, because those are the ones that confuse people the most.
Before we move on, quick recap of the present and past forms, just so we're all on the same page.
We're going to start with being, because it's actually the most intuitive once you understand it. Being is the ing form of the verb to be, and we use it in 2 main situations.
Situation number 1, continuous tenses. Whenever you use another verb in the ing form, you can also use being in the same way. It follows the same rule.
So in the present continuous, you say, she is working, right? Subject plus is, am, are, plus verb, ing. Now, watch what happens when the verb is to be. She is being very kind today.
Subject plus is plus being. Same structure. And notice, this sentence means something specific. It means her behavior right now, in this moment, is kind. Maybe she's not always like that, but right now, she's being kind.
Compare that to she is kind. That's a general statement. Being kind is part of her personality, but she is being kind means she's acting kind right now, in this specific situation.
That's a great distinction, Sarah. Now, the past continuous, same idea. Instead of was, were plus verb ing, you have was, were plus being. He was being really difficult during the meeting. They were being so loud at the library.
Now, situation number 2 for being, and this one surprises a lot of people. Being can function as a noun. We call this a gerund. A gerund is when an ing verb acts as the subject or object of a sentence.
For example, swimming is great exercise. Here, swimming is the subject of the sentence. It's a noun.
Same thing with being. Being patient is a skill. Being honest with yourself is the first step.
In both sentences, being is the subject. It works as a noun. That's the gerund use.
So, to summarize being, it's used in continuous tenses and as a gerund. 2 situations, same word.
All right, now let's talk about been. This is the past participle of to be, and the rule here is actually pretty clean. Been is almost always used with a helper verb, specifically have, has, or had.
That's the perfect tense family, and there are 3 of them: present perfect,
past perfect and future perfect.
Let's start with the present perfect. Have or has plus been. I have been to Japan twice. This means I visited Japan at some point in my past, and the experience is still relevant now. She has been really busy lately. Her busyness started in the past and continues up to now.
The present perfect connects the past to the present. That's its job. And been fits right in because it's the past participle.
Now the past perfect. Had plus been. By the time we arrived, the store had already been closed. I hadn't been feeling well for a week before I finally saw the doctor.
The past perfect is about something that happened before another past event. One thing happened, then something else happened. And had been describes the earlier one.
And finally, the future perfect. Will have plus been. By next year, I will have been studying English for 5 years.
This projects into the future and says, at that future point, this thing will already be completed or true.
Now, there's one very common use of been that learners love, and that's talking about experiences. Have you ever been to New York? I've never been skydiving, but I'd love to try. Has she been to see the doctor yet?
Notice that last one, been to see. That means has she gone, visited, made that trip? Been plus to plus verb describes going somewhere or doing something at some point.
And now the base form, just be. No ing, no past participle, plain be. When do we use this?
3 situations. First, after modal verbs. Modal verbs are words like can, could, will, would, shall, should, may, might, must. After all of these, you use the base form of a verb. So you use be.
You should be more careful. It might be raining tomorrow. She can be very persuasive when she wants to. This must be the right address.
After a modal, always base form. Never been, never being, unless you have a specific structure. We'll get to that in a second.
Second situation, infinitives. The infinitive is to plus verb. So to be is the infinitive. We use this after certain verbs that are typically followed by the infinitive.
Very common verbs in this group: want, need, hope, plan, decide, expect, would like. I want to be a pilot one day. She needs to be more organized. They plan to be at the venue by 6 p.m.
And notice, with infinitives, there's always a to before be. That's how you know you're looking at an infinitive.
Third situation, the subjunctive. Now, this one sounds scary, but it's actually very useful and not that complicated. The subjunctive is used when we're talking about something hypothetical, something recommended, or something required.
You'll see it a lot in formal suggestions and recommendations. The doctor recommended that he be admitted immediately. The rules require that every student be present. It's essential that the information be kept confidential.
Notice that he be, not that he is, not that he was. The base form be is used in that clause. This is the subjunctive pattern.
You'll hear this mostly in formal or academic English, but it's good to recognize it. And once you do, you'll start seeing it everywhere.
Okay, bonus round, because all 3 forms, be, been, and being, can appear in the passive voice. And this is where learners often get tripped up.
Quick reminder, the passive voice is when the action matters more than who is doing it. Instead of saying, the chef cooked the meal, you say, the meal was cooked. We don't care about the chef. We care about the meal.
To form the passive, you need a form of to be plus a past participle, which is verb 3. And which form of to be you use depends on the tense.
Let's go through it with examples. Same sentence, different tenses. The report is being reviewed. Present continuous passive. Something is happening right now. The report has been reviewed. Present perfect passive. It happened, and now it's done. The report will be reviewed tomorrow. Future passive. It hasn't happened yet.
See how each tense uses a different form? Present continuous passive. Is, am, are, plus being, plus past participle. Perfect tense passive. Have, has, had, plus been, plus past participle. Simple future passive. Will, plus be, plus past participle.
Before we jump into the quiz, let's talk about something that causes a lot of confusion for English learners. The most common mistakes people make with be, been, and being.
Great idea. Because understanding the rules is one thing, but recognizing mistakes is what really helps you improve.
Let's start with mistake number 1. Mistake number 1, using been without have, has, or had. A lot of learners say things like, I've been busy lately.
Native speakers might understand you, but grammatically, it's incorrect. The correct sentence is, I have been busy lately.
Remember, been almost always needs a helper verb. Think have been, has been, had been, will have been. If you see been alone, there's a good chance something is missing.
Confusing being and be. Here's another common one. You should being careful. That sounds wrong because after a modal verb, we use the base form. You should be careful.
Remember our rule. After should, could, would, can, might, must, use be, not being. Sometimes learners say, I have be there before. The correct sentence is, I have been there before.
Why? Because after have, has, had, we need the past participle, and the past participle of to be is been.
Overusing being. Some learners discover the word being and start putting it everywhere. For example, I am being happy.
That doesn't sound natural. We normally say, I am happy, because happiness is a state, not a temporary action.
However, we can say, you are being very rude, because rudeness is behavior. The key question is it a temporary behavior happening now? If yes, being often works. If it's a general state, use am, is, or are.
Forgetting the passive voice. The passive voice creates a lot of confusion because all three forms can appear. Look at these examples. The room is being cleaned. The room has been cleaned. The room will be cleaned.
Notice how the meaning changes. Is being cleaned, happening now. Has been cleaned, already finished. Will be cleaned, happening in the future. One small change creates a completely different meaning.
Let's finish with some real conversations, because grammar becomes easier when you hear it naturally.
Have you ever been to Canada?
Yes, I've been there twice.
How was it?
It was amazing.
Why is Mark being so quiet today?
I think he's tired.
He's usually very talkative.
I know. He's definitely being unusually quiet.
What do you want to be when you finish university?
I'd like to be a software engineer.
That's a great goal. Has the report been finished yet?
Yes, it has been completed.
Great. I'll send it to the manager. You should be more confident.
I'm trying.
Don't worry. You're doing great.
Did you notice something? Every conversation used one of our three forms naturally. Being for experiences, being for temporary behavior, be after modal verbs and infinitives. And that's exactly how native speakers use them every day.
Before the quiz, let's give everyone one simple memory trick. Think of these three words like this. Be equals possibility after modals and infinitives. I want to be. You should be. Been equals experience or time. I have been there. She has been busy. Being equals action right now. He is being difficult. She is being helpful.
One last time. Be possibility. Been experience or perfect tenses. Being action or behavior happening now. If you remember that, you'll avoid most mistakes learners make. All right, time for the challenge. 5 questions. Pause the video or podcast if you need to think. We'll give you the answers right after. She should more careful with her words. B. I haven't sleeping well this week. Been. He is quite rude today, isn't he? Being. The new road is constructed near our school. Being. It's important that every voice heard. B.
How did you do? If you got all 5, amazing. If you missed 1 or 2, go back and listen to that section again. That's literally what it's there for.
All right, let's wrap it all up. Today we covered the 3 main forms of the verb to be.
The best way to make this stick is to practice using them in real sentences. Write a sentence today using each of the 3 forms and share it in the comments. We read every single one.
If this episode helped you, share it with a friend who's learning English. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode of English Practice Lab.
We'll see you in the next one. Keep practicing. Every day counts. Bye for now.